died for me.
Face it, Baxter hated the guy.
I think the hate was pretty mutual.
Ronan was a little rough around the edges. But Baxter, he isn't exactly Mr. Cuddly.
Yeah, but you don't think he'd... I mean, a fellow cop. Or anybody.
In this job, I'm surprised less every day about what people are really capable of.
I'd accuse my boss of witchcraft in a heartbeat. I wish ghosts were real and we could just talk to them.
We're out. This isn't right. I don't even know how I got here. I just want to go home.
Listen, I don't know if there's anything I can do, but it looks like you could use some help.
I don't know how I got here, or even where here is. I can't remember what happened to me. Why am I like this?
I'm sorry to tell you, kid. But if you're here, it means you're dead.
I knew it.
Look, I'm in a similar situation. Now, I used to be a detective. Let me take a look around and see if I can find anything that will help you make sense of all this.
I don't even know where you'd start.
Is there anything you remember? It doesn't matter how small. Sometimes the tiniest detail is all it takes.
I remember lots of people. And this rowboat. Everyone was scared. And I keep seeing the name Monahan's hit.
That's a start. Let me see what I can do. This is her obituary. She died when her rowboat capsized and sank. Her body was never recovered. What was she doing on a rowboat? Looks like a memorial of some kind. I'll bet people left more than just this around here. Finding that stuff could help piece things together.
This can't be real. It's like we're all in a daze out here. We're looking for a weapon? They said he didn't even bring one.
Maybe there's just nothing here. No signs of anything.
I did this. I talked him into this. Becoming a cop. I was lying dead in the street because of me.
I want to find more of those historical plaques. Said nobody ever. Just have this feeling like something's watching.
Don't even think it's the same guy. Copycats, all of them. What if he's never caught? Does he just keep going?
I can't believe this. Are you happy now, asshole? Is this what you wanted? You said I was the one. More like one of many.
Rough breakup?
He betrayed me. He said he'd love me forever, but he's marrying someone else. Did he cheat on me with her? I always thought there was someone else. Was it her?
Does it matter? It looks like he's moved on. Maybe you should too.
I can't. Not until I know the truth. Please, I must know. For better or worse.
All right. I'll look into it.
Still don't know why she killed herself. Everything seemed great. Guess that's why I'm so nervous with Susanna. The thing is, if she hadn't jumped off that cliff, I never would have found my real soulmate. Man, it's so messed up.
Looks like he met this girl after his ex died.
I wonder if he still thinks of her. Maybe that's why he's always been so hesitant. I wouldn't blame him, but it sucks that she's the reason I even approached him. He looks so hurt and broken. Like he needed someone to talk to. I didn't expect to fall in love with him. Weird how things work out.
She was just trying to be a friend. She never anticipated this. It seems this was all a big misunderstanding. I'm not sure how she'll take it, but I guess I'll find out. The good news is he wasn't cheating on you. The bad news is your suicide brought them together.
So he really loved me?
Looks like it.
I've made a big mistake.
He still thinks about you. Maybe you can take comfort in knowing that you'll never be forgotten.
I suppose. I just wish I had trusted him more. Maybe it could have been us getting engaged. What's done is done, I guess. Anyways, thanks for everything.
Love how everything's walkable in this town. What about those cameras? Like in England?
I see exactly what I mean. Why is that so hard to understand? If she doesn't want to be in a relationship, she should be direct about it.
If cops aren't safe, who is safe? So weird. Somebody was alive, and now they're not.
If I ever met the killer in the street, I don't know what I'd do.
Oh God. What have I done? No. Rick and Laura, they're dead. It's all my fault. We were just having fun. It was an accident. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I can't even remember doing it.
Hey. Calm down for a second and talk to me. What's your name?
Brad.
Good. Now, tell me what happened.
I don't know. We were out in the town blowing off some steam. One drink turned into three, and three turned into... who knows how many. The details are hazy. I must have been driving Rick and Laura home when... Oh, God. I killed them. I'll never forgive myself for doing this.
You don't know if you did. You said it yourself. The details are hazy. Now, I can take a look around here and See if anything jumps out at me.
God, what have I done?
This must be Brad's car. It's not looking good. It's not much, but it's something. Again, station's not far from here. I should check it out.
Maybe if we walk a little faster. If I ever met the killer in the street, I don't know what I'd do.
I didn't know you were such a lightweight.
Yeah, cab. I mean cab. What? Oh, gas station. Yeah, the SOC. Okay, great.
Seems they were all spooked by that loud bang. What the hell was it?
Wish I hadn't slammed the door so hard. The stupid window's coming out of my paycheck. I was just so pissed at those drunken assholes. Who do they think has to clean up their puke? Jerks like that discourage business. I never should have let that woman drive off. I should have just called the cops.
So, Brad wasn't driving after all. It was Laura. Well, I can't change what happened, but he'll be glad to know he wasn't the one behind the wheel. Does SOC gas ring any bells?
Wait, I remember stopping to fill up.
You guys did more than fill up. The cashier wasn't thrilled to clean up after your buddy Rick. And you even tried to call a cab.
God, I don't remember any of that.
When the cashier came storming out, you guys took off with Laura behind the wheel.
So, I wasn't driving. That whole night was a disaster. It's hard to accept my part in things, but at least I know it wasn't all my fault. I don't know what to say. Thank you.
Should really look up all this history stuff. When were those trials? 1800s?
Hey, buddy. You on the clock or something?
I was. I worked here 10 years until I couldn't take it anymore and ate a gun. Some secrets are just too heavy to carry.
What exactly did you do?
Some landscaping, mostly grave digging. Pretty much everything you'd expect a groundskeeper to do.
You know that's not what I meant.
Look, you were once a detective, and I was once a humble groundskeeper. Let's just leave it at that.
Fine by me, I was just trying to help.
Guarded with a tender vengeance.
All those street brawls. It's amazing I lived as long as I did. Miss, what happened here? That looks like a baby down there.
Please help me. It's supposed to be dead. I can still feel growing inside me. It's trying to rip its way out.
Wait. You did this? You killed your own kid?
You don't understand. There was something wrong with it. It wasn't human. It was something else. Something darker.
What the hell are you talking about?
It showed me things. Horrible things. This was the only way to stop them from happening. But I was too late. They've already begun. I can see them crawling their way up from the flames. We have to run!
You can run all you want, but you'll never escape what you've done. You brought this on yourself.
You weren't there. You would have done the same thing. What difference does it make? We're all doomed. There's no escaping this hell.
Oh, the things that blew in this down. Some questions cannot be avoided. Each secret treasure is observed more than darkness knows.
You know, you will be deeply missed. You are a hero to us all. Huh. Hero to us all. Looks like more than one person owes her their lives. Handset went down. She wasn't a victim. She was a hero. She saved a lot of people before sank. She needs to know how much she meant to them.
Did you find anything?
That name you remember, the mono handset? Turns out it was a steamer ship that sank right outside of Salem Harbor. If it weren't for you, a lot of people would have died. You're a hero.
If I saved everyone, then how did I die?
No, you didn't save everyone, but you were trying to. Your rowboat capsized.
I can't swim, so I must have drowned.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be. Thanks to you, instead of fear and sadness, I feel pride. If it weren't for you, I would never have known. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'm glad I could help. No one made me smile like you did, Jules.
Such a harsh refining.
So quiet. Such a sleepy town.
all seen them by the side of the road. These unkept, smudged, hopeless holding cardboard signs. Sometimes they have props. Baby stroller, a pet, gasoline can. Something to lend credence to the thin fiction that they need money for something other than booze. It was a man with a need gas sign with the red gas can on the ground that I saw when I drove into Salem 6 unlucky years ago today. Tried to ignore him, not making eye contact, but I was stuck at a red light and pretending he wasn't there was getting really awkward. So I reached into my pocket and pulled out $2, rolling down my window just a crack. Here you go, buddy. I pushed the money through the opening of the window. That was when, for the first time, I really looked at his face, or what was left of his face. It was a single eyeball just looking back at me, bulging out of a charred skull. I was absolutely frozen in terror until the blackened shape of uncovered finger bones reached out to take the money. And that's when I let it fall to the ground and slammed on the accelerator. I didn't even care that the light was red. In the time since then, I've picked up pieces of the legend. A shell-shocked war veteran, unemployable and alcoholic, became a familiar sight in Salem, begging by the roadside. Citizens stopped giving him money, thinking he would just move on to a bigger city. He responded by creating one of the most traumatic spectacles in town history, setting himself alight in the middle of town during evening rush hour. Ever since that roadside encounter, I've been seeing little wisps of flame out of the corner of my eye, like brief flashes that are gone as soon as I turn my head, sending nauseated chills through my whole body. Is this tormented spirit following me now? Whether he intends it as a blessing or a curse, I just want to be as far as possible from this horrifying specter.